Over the weekend, I go to my mom's church. Everyone is asking me how school is going. Great, is all I can muster. We're so proud of you. That's wonderful, they all say. Then, my mind flashes back to the red ink-covered paper sitting on my desk. And I feel lousy. All I can think about is that D. I try to push the whole debacle out of my mind. It was just one paper. I'll do better next time. But to my horror, I start getting similar comments on essays from other classes. Then, what ifs begin to flood my mind. What if my mom found out about this? What if I failed this class? What if they kick me out of college? I realize that I have a problem. I swallow my pride and ask for help. The first thing she does is ask me to read my paper out loud. It's embarrassing to say, but I have no idea what I'm talking about. There are words that I have looked up in the dictionary, and thesaurus, and I can't remember what they mean, let alone how to pronounce them. What are you trying to say here? Put it as simply as possible. I nervously fidget in my chair. I look at her and look back at my paper. In a faint whisper, I tell her in the simplest words that I could find. Blair lost all his friends because he was extremely proud. In the end, he had no one to save him. Immediately, I look down at the floor. I feel dumb. Without my extravagant words and convoluted sentences, I don't feel like anything I'm saying is important or intelligent. There are other freshmen that have the same issue. Teachers in high school encourage students to use large vocabulary words. If you do too much of that, your writing becomes cluttered and difficult to read. Your audience gets lost because they don't understand what you're saying. Wow, instead of leaving my audience amazed and impressed, I'm leaving them dazed and confused. I realize I'm focusing on the wrong thing. I spend more time looking up words and thesauruses than actually working on the content of my paper. By trying to sound scholarly, I have become lost in my own voice. And if I am lost, how can I expect my reader not to be? She goes over my paper meticulously. We cross out wordy sentences and bulky words. When we're done, I can't believe the transformation. It's easier to read for one thing. See if they understand what you're trying to convey in your writing. If they don't, go back and ask them where they got lost. Fix it and have them read it again. Well, I'm not so proud after that experience. I'm determined not to make the same mistake again. This time, as I wait for my paper to be handed back, I'm scared out of my mind. I nervously click my mechanical pen. It seems like an eternity. When the professor calls my name, she pauses. She looks at me and says, "Krystal, you did well," and lays an A paper on my desk.
Today's the first day of the rest of your life. Remember.